guys, this is Yummy Mommy and welcome back to my channel. Coming on here very late with my Mother's Day video. I had every intention of having this video up this weekend, but let me tell you, as fate would have it, motherhood this weekend, Yani, was just proper because my nanny was away the whole weekend. So I pretty much had to actually mother my own kids by myself. Well, with my husband, but by myself this whole weekend. And so I really just did not have time to shoot this video. I didn't have time to edit it. So much was happening this weekend. In my last video, I told you guys about a mini meet and greet I was having at Two Rivers. Thank you so much to everybody who came. It was so nice to meet you guys. It's so strange how whenever I meet people, it's like, because you guys know so much of my life, it's like we have already been friends. It's just that I don't really know who you are. So it's like really nice for me to actually put like a face to the names of guys who DM me, the guys who comment. It was really nice to meet you guys, and I promise to have more meet and greets soon. But anyway, this Mother's Day video is just for me to come on here and just tell y'all like the truth about how motherhood, I don't know, I wouldn't say motherhood has changed me, or like lessons I've learned from motherhood, or things that I know for sure about being a mother. Like I saw this on Instagram. I think it's not living with S, sorry. This is Essential. I don't know if you guys follow This is S's blog, but she had put up something like things that they know for sure about motherhood, and she had interviewed a bunch of different moms, and I was like, I have a few things that I want to share about things I know for sure about motherhood. So this is what I'm going to be talking about today. Before I continue, guys, I hope you have gotten your Huduma number. I've not been sent by the government. I've not been told by the government to say this, but genuinely I feel it is a good idea. I have a video up on my IGTV which tells you guys the reasons why I feel it's important for you to get a Huduma number. So follow me on Instagram, go watch that IGTV video, and let's get into this one. First of all, I look so motherly today because this is literally like motherhood. I haven't, oh god, that's why my face looks very ashy. I apologize, very ashy, and I just put earrings on and like lipstick, but like I'm not really doing the most. This week Zach is away on travel, so I'm parenting alone. I really don't like not having him around, but like this morning, woke up early around 6:30. I don't know if that's early. Took Ethan to school, came back, and I've spent the morning basically just hanging out with Mukeni. So yeah, at the point at which now the nanny took her outside to play, I was like, this is my time to shoot the video. I must shoot the video. I must edit it. So let's get right into it. These are gonna be 10 lessons or 10 things that I know for sure about motherhood. I hope you enjoy. The first thing that I have learned, or that I know about motherhood, is that it does not get easier. You get stronger. A lot of you guys know my motherhood journey. I got pregnant at 19. I had my son at 20. So I've pretty much been a mother for the past 9 years. This month, Ethan is celebrating his 9th birthday, which is so exciting. Actually, on the 25th, which is so exciting. But yeah, so at the point at which I had Ethan, I mean, obviously motherhood is challenging. It's like, it's a difficult thing. It's fun, but it's really challenging. Like, let no one lie to you that it's super easy. It is not super easy. But at the time I had him, I remember going through things and just thinking, God, this is so difficult. And thinking, how will I ever get through this? How will I ever get through this? But the funny thing is, with every single challenge, somehow you just get through it. Like, I don't even know how. Sometimes you just look back and you're like, how did we even manage? Like times when we didn't have money, or times when I needed to take him to the hospital and I have no means to get there, or times when, like, just real things that you go through, which between then and now, there are still challenges which I experience even now, like not the same ones, but other challenges. But because I know now that motherhood does not get easier, like every day there's a new challenge you're facing, every month, every year with your child, you're facing different circumstances. It doesn't get easier, but you definitely get stronger. Like right now, I'm seasoned in motherhood, as in I feel like I'm an expert in motherhood. The second thing that I know for sure about motherhood is that when someone who is not a mom tells you, I know how you feel, they really don't. They really don't know how you feel. Like, let's just be honest. Like, you don't know how it feels to have a screaming toddler in a supermarket. You don't know how it feels to not sleep for nights on end because your child is sick. You just don't. So, by the way, I'm so sorry. This was not supposed to turn into a rant, but I really get upset when someone who's not a mom gives me advice or tells me they know how I feel. You don't know how I feel. Please. You don't know how I feel. The third thing that I know for sure about motherhood, and this one is a bit controversial. I don't know how you guys will feel about this. You can tell me in the comments. But I feel like you can't 100% appreciate your mom, or appreciate what your mom has done for you, or been for you, or sacrificed for you until you've become a mom. I'm sorry. It's just, sorry, I just have to say, but honestly, I don't think that I 100% appreciated my mom until when I became a mom. Like now, the emotions I feel for my kids, the things I give up for my kids, or even just the feelings and the emotions that motherhood brings with it. Like, I could not fully appreciate how much my mom has mommed until I actually became a mother. Let me know how you guys feel about that. And that doesn't mean that people who are not mothers or like men don't fully appreciate their moms. I just feel like there's a different level, a different sphere and spectrum of like understanding, and a spectrum of like appreciation, that when you become a mom, you're like, wow, as in, wow, now my mom was this now 4 times. Hey. The 5th thing that I know for sure about motherhood is that it is thankless work. Basically, being a mom is like working in agency. Let me just say, because me, I've worked in agency, you guys. I've worked in agency, and let me tell you, being a mom is so thankless. Like, it's rewarding. You know, you always hear people saying it's rewarding. It's rewarding in the sense that it's so amazing to see your kids growing up, to see your kids learning. The stage at which Mukeni is now, she's just like, she's getting new words and she's learning how to do things by herself, and it's amazing. These days, she even chooses like her own clothes. She goes and she picks, she wants this trouser, she wants these shoes, and it's amazing. But let me tell you, it's thankless, because like when your kids are young, they just do not appreciate like how much you do. Like, guys, let me just tell you something which happened, which made me feel so bad the other day. So I've told you guys Ethan's birthday is coming up on the 25th. So on the way to school, I think it was late last week, I was asking him, so do you want me to come to school with a cake? And he's like, no, I don't come to school with a cake. I was like, what? But why? And it's like, no, it's okay, it's not allowed, so you can't do it. I'm like, are you sure? I can ask the teacher if it's allowed. He's like, no, I don't want. Then I'm like, so I kept quiet, kidogo. Obviously, I was just feeling bad there, annoying. I'm just like, then I asked him, okay, what if I just drop the cake and then the teacher will be able to cut it with you and your classmates? It's like, okay, fine, yeah, you can drop the cake. I was just like, as in, this kid, yani, I got stretch marks for him. I put on so much weight just to give birth to him. As in, walini kata, they cut me open to remove this child, and he can't even just let me come to school on one day of the year for literally 20 minutes, just cut a cake in his class. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, okay. So let me just tell you, it's thankless. I think later on in life, like when the kids grow up, that's when now they like, people properly appreciate like what your mom did for you, what your mom was to you. But like right now, we are not at that stage yet. So I'm just like, I just look at myself in the mirror and I tell myself, Joanne, you're a good mom. Joanne, you're doing well. The 6th thing that I know for sure about motherhood is that my kids scare me because of how much of myself I see in my children. Like, when I see a trait that I know is in me, I see it in my child, I get scared, and I don't even know why. I don't know if it's that I think about all the things I've been through in life, and I think, oh my gosh, my child will potentially go through so much, or go through what I went through, you know, and like the challenges and the struggles and the difficulties. And sometimes I just look at them and I'm just like, things, for example, with Mukeni, she's so headstrong. Guys, I'm telling you, she's really headstrong. And if you all know me, my personality, I'm also the exact same way. And I just look at her and I'm just telling her, I just think, I'm like, people in life are going to tell you that you're intimidating to men. People are going to tell you that you're so forceful, you're so opinionated. People are going to try and put you down. And I just sit here and I just pray that her spirit is not the kind that would get broken by other people's opinions of her. Because me, I feel like there was a point in my life where I did let other people's opinions of me rule me, but luckily right now I'm not there. But when I look at Mukeni and I think of the things about me that are in her, it kind of scares me a little. It really, really, especially for Mukeni. I think for boys, I don't know, I don't worry as much, I guess, because I'm just like, I know he's gonna be okay. But for girls specifically, I'm just like, I don't know. It scares me. I don't even know how to verbalize that point, but it scares me a little. This one is an interesting one, and you can, I don't know, you can tell me in the comments if you believe, but you know how your parents tell you they love you all exactly the same? It's not true. It's not true. That's a lie. It's a lie. Let me tell you now, it's a lie. It's a lie of the devil. It's a lie, guys. There's no way that you can love or like any two people exactly the same. And let me, by the way, differentiate. You can love your kids and not like them. I don't think you can not love your kids. Like, I think the love is just something which is deposited in you when Okay, wait, no, actually, I know there are people who probably don't love their kids, but for me, I just feel like it's easy to love your kids. Sometimes you might not like your kids. It's like when you have relatives who you love, yes, because they're your relatives, but like liking them, it's like, I don't know, like in terms of their personality, like would you choose them if you had to choose them? The same way with kids. Like I love both my kids amazingly, like a lot, but I don't feel like I love them exactly the same. Like I don't have favorites. Like I don't love Ethan more than Mukeni, and I don't love Mukeni more than Ethan, but like there's different ways that I interact with both kids, and our love, like the way our love is shared, the way our love is expressed, the way our love is manifested is different, completely different. I put up an IGTV video the other day talking about how I feel like I have a very special, very unique bond in my heart with Ethan, because, and I worry about him more than I worry about Mukeni, not in terms of like the personality and everything, but like just generally in terms of his life. And the reason for that is because obviously before Zach and Mukeni came along, it was just Ethan and I. So for me, it's like we started our life together, like it was just the two of us, and then Zach and Mukeni came, and like now there's more of us, there's a family, but I always still feel like I have a very, very soft spot for Ethan. And I know some of you, the funny thing is that when people watch my videos, guys are like, it looks like you favor Mukeni over Ethan because you're always calling her name. I'm always calling her name because she's 1 year old and she's always doing random things, that's why I have to keep calling her name. But honestly, like, I guess it goes both ways. There are ways in which Mukeni is like, I value her just like that, the way she is. And there are ways in which for Ethan, I worry about him. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's not the same. Like the way I experience, the way I love them, the way we interact with each other is not exactly the same. And I don't think it can be, and I don't think it should be, and I don't think God intends it that way. Like we are not all the same people. Even your sisters, you don't interact with them all the exact same. So why would one imagine that as a parent, it's exactly the same across the board? No. But what I love is that it just gives me, like parenting them both gives me a different experience, which I absolutely, absolutely love. Number 8, one thing I know for sure about motherhood, it changes you completely. Your body will never be the same. Your hairline will never be the same. Okay, now at least my hairline has come back. But after I gave birth, hey, we were struggling. But yeah, your hairline will not be the same. Your emotions will never be the same. Your social life will never be the same. Your bank account will never be the same. Guys, motherhood changes you like in ways you can't even begin to imagine when you're not a mother. You know, it's like the same way I was saying that when someone tells you they know how you feel, they don't really know how you feel. It's the same with this. Like you can't begin to imagine how motherhood will change you. You'll find yourself saying, doing things, interacting in like, or like taking part in things that you were just like, what? I saw Miss Tiramisu. If you don't follow her on Instagram, she's fantastic. I saw Miss Tiramisu and Just Ivy talking about some of the things that motherhood has taught them, and one of them was, she was actually saying that things that she used to think would be so super disgusting are not even disgusting now. Like boogers, a child puking on you, so what, like their poop, like it's just not as disgusting as you thought it was going to be. It's like you look at yourself and you're like, who even am I? Who am I? Number 9, motherhood is expensive. Need I say more? Need I say more? Kids are always growing out of their clothes. They need school fees. They are always eating. They need toys. They need to be entertained and taken out. They need tuition, extracurricular activities. My God, my God. Children are so expensive. Zach, do you co-sign here? You co-sign? And the last thing that I would say that I know for sure about motherhood is that every single mother's journey is unique. Like everyone's journey is different. No two people experience motherhood exactly the same. Everybody's experiences, everybody's emotions, everybody's feelings are all different, and everybody reserves the right to experience motherhood how they want to experience motherhood, and even just how it impacts them in terms of, there's some people who find motherhood extremely difficult. There's some people who just breeze through it. It's like they were just born to be mothers. I don't know which of those two I am. I feel like I'm somewhere in between. Like I don't find it super easy, but I don't like struggle. I feel like I feel like it's something that I have the hang of now, I guess. At the beginning I did struggle a little bit, but now I don't. But what I would say is that my motherhood journey has been incredible, in that I started off, really early as a teenage pregnancy, became a mom really young, became a single mom, and then now I am mothering my 2 children in this home with my husband. And the journey has been interesting. The journey has been unique to me, but I wouldn't change it for the world, because I just feel like all through my motherhood journey there have been things that at the time they are happening I don't understand, but then now later on, like now in hindsight, I'm able to like look back and be like, yeah, actually I learned a lesson from this and I'm glad I went through this. And I want to encourage you, any mom out there, because I get this question a lot. I have many single mothers or many struggling mothers in on my Instagram and on here as well. Whatever season you're going through, it's not permanent. Like, it is not permanent. At the time I was a single mom, obviously I didn't know that I would meet Zach. I didn't know that I would, get Mukeni. But what I did is that even though I was struggling, I was like, I know God has put me in this situation for a reason. So try and think that way. Try and get the joy that is in your own situation right now, even as you hope for something better in the future. But just think, here where I am right now, what can I give thanks to God for? What joy can I get from this? What lessons can I learn from this? Instead of remaining fixated on a future that is, that may or may never happen, or that is far ahead. Right now, focus on what you have. Thank God for what you have, and learn what you can learn in the season that you are in, because seasons change. Times, and what's that phrase in the Bible? Times and seasons belong to the Lord, or something like that. But things change. Whatever you're going through right now, it's not permanent, but at some point one day you'll be in another season and you look back at this season and you'll wish that you had gotten the lessons that you could have gotten in that time. Enjoy the season you are in as a mother. Enjoy your children. Look at your kids and think, there are so many people, so many women who wish they could have children, who wish they could get kids, and God has blessed you with one. So don't look at your child as a burden. Don't think about your motherhood journey as this thing that you, oh my God, you have to do. Think about it as a blessing, because it's something that you get to do, not something that you have to do. I hope that has been an encouragement. That is the list of all the things that I know for sure about motherhood. To answer a question, by the way, that people are always asking me is, do Zach and I want to have more kids? And I think I can say yes. There was a time in my life, funny enough, when it was just Ethan and I was like, and my best friend Barbara can tell you, I used to be like, I'm never having another child ever again. But alas, here we are, one Zach and Mukeri later. And right now, I think we are both open to the idea of having more kids, or one more kid. But all in God's time. Like I've just said, we're just enjoying the season that we are in. We don't know what the future holds, but whatever blessings God sends our way, we will be grateful. That has been my Mother's Day video of all the things that I know for sure about motherhood. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I really hope you enjoyed it, and comment down below with anything you know for sure about motherhood, so that we can chat in the comments. And please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. My analytics shows me that only 50% of the guys who watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe. It really supports me. And if you want my kids to eat, I've already told you motherhood is expensive. I need to buy them food. I need to pay rent. Guys, please. Thank you. Until the next video, it's been Yummy Mommy. Bye.